Hello, it's Sherry Truhlar with Red Apple Auctions, and today I want to talk about where our virtual galas, I almost said virtual events, it's really more about galas, headed in 2021. And actually, maybe I should make that distinction right now. When I'm talking about a virtual gala, I'm talking about something that's got a fund to need or an auction component. And when I think of a virtual event, I think of, man, that could be a 5K race. As there's all types of virtual events, but I'm a trivia night, but I'm talking about virtual galas because that's really where my expertise is. If you called me and wanted to talk about some other type of virtual event that did not include a fund to need or an auction, I would be referring you to other people who have more expertise in that area. So in talking about virtual galas, we're in September as I'm filming this. We've got lots of people who I'm looking at this is kind of grainy. Isn't this kind of grainy? I don't know what's going on. Let me just do a quick check here and see if I can see some settings here. I don't know why it just doesn't look quite as crisp. No, it looks better when I do that than, I don't know. What I'm seeing in my practice is better than what I'm seeing in the, they have new settings now. Did you guys see this? You can do all these different settings. Something like that. What about a mustache? Yes, I need my long hair for this. This is 1960s. All right. Well, I don't know why to me, it looks a little grainy here, but I'm going to take these off here. We do not need to be in 60s sunglasses while I'm doing this. Okay. Nonsense. Okay. What's happening in 2021? First thing I think is going to happen in 2021 is I do think that we're going to go back to, at some point, maybe mid-year, maybe in the fall of next year, where we're going to be having a in-person event. And then we'll say, hey, let's add the live stream to it. Now we feel more comfortable with this. Let's keep the live stream in it. And I think we're going to do a bad job with those events. That's what I think. Bad job. Now, here's why I say that. Because when I'm in a room and I'm engaging the people in the room, I'm looking at the people in the room, I'm having fun with the people in the room, I'm maybe walking around the room. When I have done pre-COVID events that had a live stream, because this isn't new, right? I mean, we did it. It's just going to be more in people's awareness now. I, at best, would engage that camera twice. At best, because I'm engaging the people in the room. They're right there. I don't know who's watching on the live stream. And for that matter, I have to look at the camera. And when I look at the camera like this, I'm now ignoring the people in the room, which seems a lot more rude than ignoring the people on the camera whom I really can't see. It's a one-way communication. It's two-way communication in the room. It's one-way communication here. So I think that, this is the approach it'll take. And this is the same approach it was pre-COVID. We're going to engage the people in the room. We're going to motivate the people in the room to give. But if I'm not making an effort in the live stream, except for to say, and you folks watching from home, you can make a difference too. Here's how you can make an impact. Scroll down, hit the donate now button, whatever it is. It's just almost flippant compared to the interaction that I'm giving to the people in the room itself. So I think initially we're going to do a very poor job. We will include it. We'll include a live stream. We'll hope for the best. Maybe we'll get some participation there from people who are supporters, want to find out what's going on, want to participate in whatever they see happening in the room without being there. But I just don't think we're going to be creative enough initially to engage people. That will change, and then we'll come up with better ways to do that. It may be that we're having two hosts, right? We've got somebody who's almost like in a sports game. They're providing commentary to what's going on the gala. I could see that happening. Something where we're making it more interactive for the people watching from home, other than just the fact that they're watching. That's my take on it. So we will include it. We'll just do it badly at first. The other thing is that we'll have completely separate events, and these will take different forms. One of the first one is I think that these live streams are excellent for outreach. In fact, one of my clients in San Diego, a virtual event, we're having our wrap up, the executive director, president, CEO, I don't know what his title is, the head honcho of the nonprofit out there. He made a very astute observation. He said, well, there are some organizations that I want to support, but do I want to support them to the level that I buy a $300 ticket and get dressed up and spend an entire evening down at their event? Or am I okay just kind of logging in for an hour and making a donation? He says, I really like just logging in for an hour and making a donation. And they as with some of my other organizations, I had a theater in Florida. They were like, this went so well. Maybe we should just do this again regardless. We should do this virtual event instead of having the in-person event. You know, it did better for us. I think that this idea of somehow engaging our donors who are maybe not our super strong supporters, maybe they're newer supporters, maybe they're committed, but they're not the big major donors. Maybe we're using these secondary events as a way to do outreach. You know, it is kind of a donor development awareness sort of an event that might be useful in that sense. I think that also we'll take these virtual galas. Well, and we'll not use them as galas. We'll use them as a virtual event for some other purpose. It might be to update people on the Capitol campaign, right? It might be to thank them. Maybe it's a volunteer appreciation of some sort, a way to do that, or roll out a new program and let people know about it, a short virtual event set up like a virtual gala, but without the fund to need or a small fund to need. Maybe that's it. So I see that happening in 2021 is where I really see it going. Yes, we'll incorporate it into our in-person events. It won't be great at first, but we'll do it. And then secondarily, I think that we're going to see a lot with these separate events. We have our main in-person event. Maybe that's for our major donors, smaller group. And then we have our virtual event, our virtual gala, I should say, for our secondary type donors, for outreach, for awareness. You know, you don't have to come to the main event. You don't have to pay a $300 ticket. We're going to ask you for money, but we've got, it's not our primary event. And for those of you that are doing a lot of events, it's going to be very easy for you to roll that into your calendar. You know, for those of you that pretty much just did one event a year and you're like, oh, this really just does seem like we got to do 2 now events. Do we want to do this? Well, that'll have to be a consideration that you make internally. So that's it. That's my guess as to what's going to be taking place in 2021. Hey, I'm Sherry with redappleauctions.com. You can find out more information about resources over on the website. As always, hey, good luck to you in your benefit auction. High five.